Morning, friends. As you can see, 66 Shovelhead here is merely a carcass. I'm going to finish tearing this thing down today. I'm not going to bore you guys with those details. I know you've seen it a few times now. I'm getting pretty good at taking bikes apart. I've been doing it for a while, so it's something I can do very well. So I'm not going to film the whole process here. I'm going to get this thing stripped down today, get it off the lift. I believe Saturday I've got a bike coming in that's going to need to be on the lift. I've got Sunday, I think I'm going to have another bike here that's going to be sitting and waiting until the one on the lift gets off the lift. So I've got a few things coming along. As far as this project goes, I believe the engine and transmission are getting picked up tomorrow, which would be Friday. And I'm not sure how long the rebuild process is going to take on that. I feel like I've got some time. So this bike is going to sit in pieces for a little while. This isn't a priority project. It's something that kind of came together with the engine and transmission build. A friend of mine has time. We made a little bit of a deal, and I'm going to get this stuff to him, and then he's going to work on it. But he's saying he'll have it done fairly fast, so I don't know exactly what that means. The priority still is the 48WL. I am still waiting to get to my other friend's place to get help with putting that engine together. Hopefully that's going to happen, maybe tomorrow, which again is Friday, or next week. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to align schedules. You know how that is. Sometimes, we all have a million things going on, and sometimes it's hard to line up schedules. So I'm trying to work out those details. I know I've got quite a few parts I need to order for the 48WL. The biggest thing I'm waiting on is getting the engine together. Once I have the engine together, then I'm going to start putting funds into that bike. As far as the projects, the one project that's coming in Saturday is just a little work I'm doing for a friend of mine. A 3-oil change, oil, trans fluid, primary fluid on a newer twin cam Softail, I believe. I've seen the bike a couple times. He just wants oil change. It's been sitting for a little bit. Might need a carb clean. I'm not sure. And then I have a special project for one of my kids. So you'll see that soon. I'll actually film that whole thing. Kind of a neat little project. I think you guys will like that. But as for this, I know that I need to replace the rim hoops and the spokes. They're pretty heavily rusted, and I don't feel that they're going to clean up well, and I don't know if they're going to be safe. So I'm just going to replace those. The frame, I want to find someone that can actually strip the frame and then have it painted again. I don't want to powder coat it. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to do that. I want it painted. I don't really love powder coated frames. I want it to be as original as possible, so I want to get it painted black again. As for the rest of the parts, I'm going to take some time to clean those things. Obviously the chrome parts that can be cleaned up, I'm going to clean those. So I need to work on those things when I have time. So a lot of this stuff is going to sit on the shelf, and then I'll pick from that shelf as I can when I have time to clean certain things and work on certain parts. And I know there's parts I'm going to need to order. I do want to order a basic wiring harness and replace all the wiring that's on this bike. Not that the previous owner or whoever did a bad job with this, but there's no color coding, so it's literally all red wires. It's red wires running everywhere except for the black ground wire in the back and some blue wires in the front here. I don't love that, so I'd like to have some color coding going on so I can actually write up a wiring schematic so I can retain that information, and then if this bike ever gets sold, then the next owner will have that same information. So I want to go ahead and do that. I do need to check into, see what the rear brakes look like on the inside. I don't know that they're bad. They do stop the bikes. I think that they're good. The front brake, everything's mounted real well. Like I said, there's no fluid in the master cylinder there, so I'm not sure if it leaked out of the caliper, if there's a leaky fitting, if the hose is damaged. I mean, it's an old hose, so who knows. Obviously cables will have to be replaced, and there's things I'm going to have to order for this bike, but in time. I'm not in a big yank to get this thing going. I want to get the 48 on the road this year. I want to get that done. I also need to bring back my 2020 lowrider, and I need to install the stereo in that. That bike's running and riding, it's perfect, but I did not get the chance last year to do the stereo. I do have a lot of the components now, so what I need to do is bring the bike back to the shop, kind of lay everything out, figure out a plan as far as what I'm going to do with what goes where, how to wire it, how to integrate it into the bike itself, and then go ahead and install it. So I need to get that going. I'll probably bring that back for a video maybe this month. I'm thinking this month. Depends on what the weather's doing. It's currently snowing here in Michigan right now. I know it's kind of normal for us. We usually have snow right now, but with the winter that we had with limited snow, no snow really, and now being April, you kind of want to get to the point of warm days, no snow, maybe some rain or whatnot. But I know we need the precipitation. I know the lake's a little low right now, and I know it's all stuff that we need. So I'll take it. But it's just got me, kind of planning differently, like when I'm going to bring bikes over and when I'm not. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get after this. I'm going to get this bike tore down, and we'll, of course, move on to the next project. As always, I appreciate you guys following me along. I appreciate you guys' support. I'm very thankful for all the comments that come through. I've had a lot of great conversations with you guys. This has been a fun project. Obviously, it's been a quick project, and it's nowhere near done. It's just done for now. So like I said, I'm going to take it apart, house it all on the shelf up there, and in the shop here, so it's kind of out of the way. And then, as things come back and I have time and, of course, funds to work on it, I'll start reassembling this bike. But as always, guys, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.